as I said, set it wise, absolutely fine. There's a good setup position there. Now your angles you're creating now are nice. I like the way you sort of set the golf ball to the grip, arm hang, ball position, and everything else in alignment is great. Okay. Problem we had was before, as the club was going back, it was whipping a long way inside. Compare that now to where you're getting to. The butt end's working in. You know, there. Still a bit inside, but that's certainly, as long as for me, as long as you can still see the golf club at that point, we're in an okay position. Yeah. If you disappear the club behind here now, you know you've gone way too far inside. As a result of that, you then got to try and react back to that golf ball by lifting your arms up, because you can't keep going around this way. If you kept going around that sort of flatter angle there, your swing would be so flat around your right shoulder, where you'd be stuck up in the ball all day, wouldn't you? So, in terms of the top of the backswing, as you start lifting to get the club up to the top of the backswing there, we find a good position. From here now, as we start bringing the golf club down, the reason I got these two red lines on is similar sort of position here now. The club just gets to the end of that red line. This is how small the change really is. So similar-ish position there now. Club's a bit more in front of you, this, which is what I prefer. You watch your sort of hands as it sort of tracks down this red line. It kind of sort of stays on top or above that red line, pushing out here. And the club, as we go back to about there, as you can see, sort of stuck behind you, trying to like really get back to golf ball. If we watch this one here now, it's easier. Your hands, you can see, are going down that line, and the club now, at similar position now, is a lot more, as we said, in front rather than stuck behind. Yeah. So you're not having to then use every hand action possible to try and square the club face up as you come back, and the hands then continue on down, staying underneath that red line to get the golf ball. Nice strike of the golf ball, nice shaft angle there in terms of where we started and where we ended up. No reach out, hands there now a lot more sort of underneath your head, whereas this one they sort of still start going out, and then that impact there now a little bit further out there, sort of reaching out just slightly. From here now we can just release the body through, finish the swing with a nice balanced position. If the arm's sort of going in and over and out and around, there's a lot of moving things that can go wrong, and that's where the inconsistency goes. If you get 10 drives, 7 are 250 dead straight, 1's a big pull left and 2 are a big slice right, and those 3 shots that you've hit offline have cost you 6 shots possibly. Yeah. Whereas the 7 really good drives, at absolute best, might save you 2 or 3 shots total. Because a good drive at 250 on a par 4 does nothing. It just puts you in position to play your second shot at the green to then hold the putt to get the ball in the hole. So unless you knock it on the green on a par 4, or you can reach a par 5 in 2 because of your drive, that 250 yard dead straight shot has saved you nothing. It's just not destroyed a scorecard. Yeah. It's almost like the foundations of a house. Yeah, I mean, how good the foundations look. Okay, if they're not sufficiently enough to support the house, you can have the penthouse suite on the 3rd floor, but the foundation that uses that penthouse suite just falls down. So if you're single putting for 7s and 6s and 8s, it's irrelevant. Get the ball in the fairway, keep it in place. So we can get the sensation. Club going back more in front here. That's a much better sort of takeaway now. There's less sort of forearm rotation and whipping inside. And again, if you can get something sort of set up like that, just give you the sort of visual. Like I say, you can see you're nowhere near that stick, but at least when you come back to impact, you're coming back to a similar sort of angle there, impact. Whereas before your hands are sort of slightly higher. The higher you rise your hands, the more that face plane's going to tilt to the right. You've then got the club on the inside with an open club face. It's just that big high blocky one. Or you go, right, don't want to go right, and your hand action kicks in, and then you get the big back up. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good man, right. Okay.